This is my second professional development video, and I watched another episode of Shark Tank. It's season 15, episode 20, and here are some of my takeaways. So, the first business that came on Shark Tank, it was focused on making biking seats more comfortable, and they started by using humor. That was part of their pitch, which they pulled off because it made sense. I know I'm trying really hard. I'm sorry. One thing that they said that I noticed is that it talks about one of the creators of the company. She came from Iran, and she talked about her struggles and how her family had to fight for a place. And that shows that she was willing to sacrifice. So she knew a lot about sacrificing, and she was willing to sacrifice for that because she wanted to make that change. That she told the story, and it impacted the sharks because she wanted to do good, and so that was her motivating factor to keep her going. That was her purpose to continue. And I can't remember if they caught a shark or not, but nonetheless, it was interesting to see how the juxtaposition between they started and it was humorous, but then by then the sharks understood why it was important to them, why it was important to her, and that ultimately helps them getting a better idea about who they're investing in. The last one, it was Blinger, and she openly talked about her struggles. So she was a single mom, and just starting that, she had a lot of debt, so she sold her house. Her kids just supported her the whole way, which is really impressive because it wasn't easy for her, but she continued. So she had that grit, and that was one thing throughout this episode that I noticed, is that it was a lot about the hustle and the grit. So pushing through it and just trying until something worked. She ended up getting Lori, I think. No, Barbara. Sorry. Barbara as a partner. But that's because they just worked, and she was open to their struggle. She was open to her struggles. And that adds more worth than we would think. When you're open about what you've gone through, what you've sacrificed, it brings a new depth to the company that wouldn't have otherwise been there. Sorry. And that's what matters. It's not so much about what you've gone through. Yes, it is that, but it's how you chose to rise and push through what you've gone through. And that brings so much value because that shows that that's how you're going to act when it comes to your business. And that's how you're going to continue to act, especially when things get tough. It's that grit, it's that hustle. That is so important. That's something I've noticed that's been said throughout CEO 2 is it's about the hustle. It's all about the hustle and the grit and pushing through it when times get rough. And that's my second video. I don't know what I'm doing. Tired.